taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Dukes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The LSU Tigers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
At the 30-yard line, timeout, 4th down.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the James Madison Dukes offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Dukes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run it from the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Rousseau. Rushes on him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And the Dukes line up to punt it away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide
end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. To the air, it's Rousseau. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Good defenses stop you from scoring. Great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
Yeah, and it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them. They develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for the football.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Dukes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. White wants to throw it. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play-action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Got a wide open receiver. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Pugh. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Rousseau. Got it in the middle, it's Thacker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Hunt is on its way. He'll return it from around the 50. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they...
Turning it on! Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. White going to attack through the air. Gets rid of it. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Hawkins. Fights off a defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Dukes will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted, number 19. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a fifth. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Dukes decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Rousseau. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're facing a 3rd down. Let's go! Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point.
Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And it's been a struggle throwing the ball so far. Both secondaries are doing a great job neutralizing the explosive playmakers. Shutting down passing windows. They've disrupted the timing and rhythm of these QBs, and unless something changes, we're looking at a low-scoring affair in this second half. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive.
There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it behind the line. It's Thacker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Dukes are rolling down the field. Looking for a man. It's Rousseau. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Keeps looking downfield. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming coming into this game, David. He's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Still running at the 40. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is heading. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Rousseau. Pulls it in, it's Thacker. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And that's where they'll have to down it just inside the 50-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Rousseau. Lofts one deep down the right side. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Looking for more room. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. LSU lining up 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Snags a quick pass on the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Rides the back on the option to give. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pugh. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the left side. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Beasley. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Defense possession on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Gets it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. To the ground with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. On the option. He'll pitch it. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Looking downfield, it's Beasley. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Find space on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Dukes will call on their punt team. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David. Turning it on! Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Quarterback making checks. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll try the outside to the left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. A quick pass on the jet motion. Going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
LSU 70. James Madison 0.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
When you know you have a team